Welcome back to module 7 of the second chapter, Elements of Set Theory, and we would be discussing about some results on power set. If we recollect the previous modules, we have discussed how to prove a result or an identity on set theory using a Venn diagram or using the general definitions and also verified by considering some examples of specific sets A, B and C in the previous module. While Venn diagram is a very convenient method to prove those results and very easy, it is not always useful like in the case of power sets. Now all those sets or any situation which can be represented by using a Venn diagram can of course can always be solved by using Venn diagram. But power set is something that usually is difficult to represent as a Venn diagram. So in case you have a result involving power set, then we may not be able to use Venn diagram, and in that case we'll have to totally rely on how we prove the other results by using the basic definitions. So we'll look at few results on power sets, and we'll see how that method of using definition, the general form, and it is more of a conventional method to prove any result. Okay? And we'll see how it can be used in case of power sets. Let's say, for example, suppose I want to find out or verify whether the power set of A intersection B is same as power set of A intersection power set of B. Okay, if you recall, what was power set of A? Power set of A is the collection of all the subsets of A. Let's say, for example, if I have the set A as 1, 2, then the power set of A will be all the subsets, null set, set containing 1, set containing 2, and set containing 1, 2. These are all the subsets of A. Okay, so if I have to represent this using a Venn diagram, then it may not be possible. So if I have to prove this result, I'll have to totally rely on my understanding of the definitions. So we know that if I have to prove that one set is equal to another set, we show that this set is a subset of this, and this set in turn also is a subset of this, only then they are same. So to show that this left hand side set is a subset of the right hand side, show that every element in this set, show that it is present in the other set. So this is what we have been doing in the previous modules. Now, so we start with the left hand side set, power set of A intersection B. Now recall that when I am saying an element from power set of A intersection B, the elements in power set are subsets. So they are sets in their own rights. So if I have to say an element in power set of A intersection B, they are some subsets of A intersection B. Okay, so if I say X belongs to this set, that X will be a capital alphabet because this X is going to be a subset of A intersection B, or X is a set itself. So we'll say let X belongs to power set of A intersection B, and I'm writing X capital because this X is basically a set and it is a subset of A intersection B, because power set contains all the subsets of that set. Now if X is in power set of A intersection B, what does it mean? It means that X is a subset of A intersection B. Now if X is a subset of A intersection B, that means X is a subset of A and B as well. So X is contained in A and B. So it's a common. So from this I can say that X is a subset of A and X is a subset of B as well. This X that we are looking at is somewhere here. It's a subset of A intersection B. A intersection B is here. So it is contained in A intersection B. So obviously this set is contained in A and it is contained in B as well. So if X is a subset of A, X is definitely in power set of A. The same way, this is capital X. The same way, if X is a subset of B, X is definitely in power set of B. Why? Because power set of B is the collection of all the subsets of B, and you are saying that X is one of the subset of B. So X will definitely be in the power set of B. So we are saying that X is in power set of A and X is in power set of B as well. So it's a common element in both the sets. So X is in power set of A and power set of B. So X is in intersection of power set of A and power set of B. What did I do? I started with an element in power set of A intersection B, and I showed that it is present in power set of A intersection power set of B. You go in the reverse order, you will prove that if X is in power set of A intersection power set of B, it is definitely in power set of A intersection. So you have proved that power set of A intersection B is equal to power set of A intersection power set of B. Okay, we have proved that in general, and you have not really used Venn diagram because we cannot use a Venn diagram in this case. So I am relying totally on the definitions, how power set is defined, how intersection is defined, how union is defined, and those definitions I am using to prove this result. Let us look at another result. Suppose I want to find out whether power set of A union B is same as power set of A union power set of B. We will go the same way, and we will not be using a Venn diagram here because we cannot. So we will find out whether power set of A union B. So the same way, the same logic also goes here. Start with an element here and see whether it is present here, or start with an element here and see if it is present here. So let X belongs to power set of A union B. Okay. What do you mean by that? This X is a subset of A union B. Power set of A union B will contain all the subsets of A union B, right? So X is in power set of A union B. That means X is a subset of A union B. Now, if X is a subset of A union B, okay, remember we want to prove that this X is in power set of A union power set of B. Now from this, can I say that X is a subset of A because it is union here? So can I say X is a subset of A, or X is a subset of B? Can I say this? If I can say this, then definitely X will be in power set of A union or is union, and X will be in power set of B. Okay, so now first I'll have to justify this statement. From X, if X is a subset of A union B, can I really say X is a subset of A or X is a subset of B? Now this is something that we need to answer. Okay, and in this case the answer is no. Now if I want to show that something is wrong, I have to just give a counter example. Okay, now we were trying to prove that something is right in general, so we have to prove that it is true in general. But in case I am not sure whether this is correct or no, okay, I have to just think of a counter example to show that this is something which is not right. Okay, for that, so to prove that something is not true in general, we have to give a counter example. Okay, so for that, let me consider a set A. Let me consider a set A as 1, 2 and set B as 3, 4. Okay. A is set containing 1, 2 and B is set containing 3, 4. What will be power set of A? Power set of A will be all the subsets of A. Null set, set containing 1, set containing 2 and set containing 1, 2. The same way, what will be power set of B? Power set of B is all the subsets of B. Empty set, set containing 3, set containing 4, set containing 3, 4. Okay. Now, if I look at A union B, A union B, What will be A union B? Set containing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What will be A power set of A union B? Now A union B has 4 elements. Okay. What will be power set of A union B? Power set of A union B will contain all the subsets of A union B, and we know that this will have 16 subsets. Empty set, set containing 1, set containing 2, set containing 3, set containing 4, set containing 1, 2, set containing 1, 3, set containing 1, 4, set containing 2, 3, set containing 2, 4, set containing 3, 4, set containing 1, 2, 3, set containing 1, 2, 4, set containing 1, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have set containing 2, 3 and 4, and finally set containing 1, 2, 3, 16 subsets. Okay. So this is power set of A union B. Now if I look at power set of A union with power set of B. Now I am looking at union of these two sets. What will be the union? So I have to combine all these elements. So null set, set containing 1, set containing 2 here, then set containing 1, 2, then I have 3, set containing 3, set containing 4, and then finally set containing 3, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. Now compare these two sets. Are they same? No. This has 7 elements, whereas this has 16 elements. So we have given a counter example to say that power set of A union B is not same as power set of A union with power set of B. Okay, so going back to what we were doing, the question that we are trying to answer here, it is not true. So the question that we were trying to answer originally, it is not equal to. So this is how the results on power sets can be proved. You have to just remember the basic definitions, and you have to just go on substituting depending on what you are trying to write down. Thank you.